Go ahead, Science
Good
Man.
evening. Yeah, I'm back again. So, what question did you have?
Yeah, I mean, as a woman, when you hear women talk about like these, they be saying like, I want a man that's a little rough around the edges or a man that got edge. What do you think as a woman, or if you know specifically, what are they referring to when they talk about edge? And what
I
and what
think
makes a guy and talk about men being corny as well? What makes a man corny to you?
so. As I said before, like a man that is corny is a man that has to go like above and beyond and try to prove something to somebody else. And I think the men that do that, they're not even really trying to impress women. They're trying to impress other men. They're trying to impress other men. It's
Mm.
like you know the whole alpha male thing. Like when I hear a man say that he's an alpha male,
They betas.
I'm instantly not attracted to him anymore, because if you are a so-called alpha male, you don't have to keep stating that. You don't have to keep stating that because it speaks for itself. So if you keep saying that, oh, I'm an alpha, it's like, what are you what are you trying to prove? Like, you look corny to me when you say that. And it's kind of the same thing as like, I hear some women a lot now say I'm an alpha female, and it's like, what? Like, sis, that don't even sound right. Like, it's crazy. But
Well,
I
one
think
second. I'm sorry.
anybody
Sorry.
that,
Sorry. One
huh?
second, Science Bay. Zay, and Corey. I have two other people that want to come up here. Thank you, brothers, so much. I
All right,
appreciate
brother.
y'all. Corey, I know
All
you're
right.
driving right now. Anyways, I'm gonna drop y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Science Bay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's good. It's good. So yeah, like I think
Mm.
that's really somebody that goes above and beyond, like trying to prove themselves, like really tough, and is not being true to who they are, not being themselves. That's what I think corny is.
Do you
So yeah,
can
the
I ask a
Pookies and the
question?
Ray Rays is corny to me.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Why do you
Yeah,
think they think why did I mean I don't think like Michael B. Jordan is obviously like going around saying, oh, I'm an alpha male, I'm this, I'm not trying to be something he's not. He is what he says he is, right? So why do you think women think that he's corny
I think that
specifically?
some women think that he's corny because honestly, a lot of women now prefer a Pookie and Ray Ray. Like, they think that's attractive. They think that's sexy. I have friends that
Mm.
have multiple baby daddies, and like the baby daddies are in the streets, and they know that they in the streets, and they know that they letting them hit raw, and they know they could get pregnant, but they just still laying there. Oh, girl, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you not on birth control? Why are you not, taking care of yourself? Like, don't you want something
Yeah.
more for yourself? No, I'm
Well,
just gonna stay here. I don't want to work. I don't want to do nothing.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's what I was trying to say Mm. earlier. Like I think corny could be I think corny is a very broad word. Like corny could be a lot of things. Corny could be like, oh, this guy, the way he ties his shoes is corny. Like corny can be so many different things. But I think in this instance, what we're saying or whatever is that when a woman says she wants a guy with edge, it's almost like she says, even on that tweet, the one that's posted behind you, Noble, um, like there's another tweet that was like that was like kind of responding to that in the
Yes.
quotes.
Yeah. Hold on. I
Can you
wish.
put
I
it up?
wish. Yeah. So the other tweet, I read it earlier. So someone replied, y'all, and said, because she said Michael B. Jordan looks like the type of man to like know where his birth certificate is and like keep
Like
track
what
of
is
things
wrong?
like
Like
that.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like it's
that
like they
makes me
think
so
it's like
mad.
that's what I'm and that's what I was saying earlier. They think if you're corny, that basically means that you're just not stupid. Like who the fuck does what kind of adult does not know where the birth certificate is? Like you know what I mean? Like you're just an irresponsible adult. It's almost like Edge is a dumb nigga.
So
Yeah, it
You know
definitely
what I
is.
mean?
I agree. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's
Go
like a
ahead.
Edge, like 17 baby mamas, like always got Edge. It's like what?
Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on, Farrah. I need to let Ashanti speak. Ashanti, thank you for waiting patiently. Ashanti,
Hi. Thank you.
we are discussing. We are
Yeah.
discussing. Do
Hi.
you know about the whole Michael B. Jordan incident that happened last week?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So like stemming back to like his interview with like the girl he knew from
Yeah,
high
we're
school.
not talking specifically about his interview right now, though. Uh,
Right.
we are talking about a tweet a young lady made, and
Yes, I shared it earlier
okay,
today. I know the
yeah. So
tweet.
you saw the tweet, and my whole thing of this topic of this discussion is, Um, like I was saying earlier, you probably weren't in here, but at least from what I've seen nowadays, a black man that's being a positive, productive civilian in society, a black man that's not taking penitentiary chances, a black man that's not risking his life every day, making an honest living, paying taxes. He's not in the club every Friday and Saturday in the section, standing on the couches, buying big bottles, pouring it down girls' mouth. A lot of black women see these black men as corny. They see them as squares. They see them as lames. So I'm just trying to find out today, like, what exactly, like, especially from women, what do you consider like what is a man? What makes a man corny to you? And what are your thoughts on the MBJ situation?
So for me, what makes a black man corny personally is a black man that would be like the male definition of like someone that is like a pick me, or somebody that has like this definition of being a nice guy where they're not actually a nice guy. Michael B. Jordan definitely doesn't come to me as somebody that is either of those. And I feel like a lot of the discourse in these conversations, for one, I feel like a lot of the tweets and conversations are not actually how the person behind the screen feels. I feel like it's a lot of it is just to initiate issue. For one, I feel like that specific tweet, I feel like I don't think that it was actually how that person feels. I feel like it was literally just to cause issues. But that's not disregarding the fact that there are a lot of people, female and male, that feel and agree how this person stated it. But me personally, I feel like that specific tweet was literally just to cause discourse. But no, I will never in my life consider somebody that knows where their birth certificate is to be corny. But I know that like Michael has gotten this flack and gotten called corny for a while ever since he was dating, what was her name? Lori Harvey, and been called corny because they ended up ending their relationship, and they said that like he had everything going for him. He was the epitome of a perfect male, and they still ended the relationship. I don't like, I feel like that just like is such a bad flag on like black men in general, and saying that like, yeah, no matter what you do, like you're always not going to be good enough unless you have like this hood persona.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that at all.
Even if you're legit, even if you work in corporate America, man, shit, Ty's at work right now. Ty be at work on here talking to the people. But even if you got a clean record, even if you don't got no felonies, even if you don't got any baby mamas, as a black man, you still got to have, like you said, you still got to have a little bit of hood in you. You still got to have a little bit of hood
I
persona.
don't
You
I
can't just
don't
be like a straight man. Like they say, they want a guy with some edge. What does some edge mean?
I think I
but I
think the
don't
edge
I
means that like a little bit of extra, like maybe aggression or dominance. Maybe that's
Street
what they're
dude,
referring to
basically a
when
street
they
dude.
say no. That's not necessarily the case. When I'm saying edge, maybe they're looking for like a little bit of extra aggression and a little bit of dominance. But not necessarily a street dude. Like, let's say like if I wanted somebody that had a little bit of an edge or whatever, which that's not what I typically look for. But let's say if I did want that, a mature way to kind of look at it would be like, okay, I want somebody that's has like a little bit of flavor to them. They are more aggressive. They're more dominant. That kind of play. And I would say like if we're really talking about edge, where are we really looking at the whole edge aspect? Is it like
right
in the
like
bedroom, or is it in general life,
It's in general life.
day to
Here,
day situations?
let
Edge,
me let me let me
edge,
let me
edge is
play
not
y'all
knowing where your
something.
birth certificate is.
Let
That's
me play
edge.
y'all
Like,
something. Let me play y'all something a woman told me the other night, real quick, and then I'm gonna let you finish, Ashanti. Then I'm gonna let you go, Ty.
yeah,
Let me.
go.
This is a beautiful. She told me why she would like rock with me, but listen to what she said after. Just listen to this. This how they think. This how black women feel. Listen to this. Watch this. I had a man tell me about me, 100%. Did I like it? No, but I like the honesty though.
I like when men are honest. I like it, even if it's blunt. That's the reason why I fuck with you. That's why I will fuck with a man even more. That's the reason why a lot of girls, let me tell you, will go back to the F boy because he's direct with it. He's a jerk. He's mean. He's ruthless. You know? Versus the nice guy that's too sweet, too kind, too available. You know, there's a reason why the girl goes after the F boy because he's so direct with it, and we love that. It's refreshing. Had a man
Telling
tell
you,
me
man,
about
you
me.
cannot make this
100%.
stuff up.
No, I'm
It's the
sorry. I'm
57
so
Samuels. You
Yeah,
sorry.
cannot
she
make this
wild.
stuff
She
up.
wild.
That is
Hold on,
literally,
wait,
I
wait.
feel
Let me
like
play it one more. Let me play it one more time. Hold
I
on. You
don't need
cannot
to
make
hear
this
it
stuff up.
again.
Pull up.
Listen.
I had a man tell me about me. 100%. Did I like it? No, but I like the honesty though. I like when men are honest. I like it, even if it's blunt. That's the reason why I fuck with you. That's why I will fuck with a man even more. That's the reason why a lot of girls, let me tell you, will go back to the F boy because he's direct with it. He's a jerk. He's mean. He's ruthless. You know? Versus the nice guy that's too sweet, too kind, too available. You know, there's a reason why the girl goes after the F boy because he's so direct with it, and we love that. It's refreshing.
No,
Go ahead, Ashanti. Go ahead.
no, that is absolutely like a prime example of just generational black trauma. I'm sorry. No,
Trauma?
I would say trauma, yeah.
What causes that exactly?
I would say that like I don't know, like I feel like there's just like a reason we feel like we have to have like this over masculinized version of our man when that is just not the case. Like we feel like we just have to like overcompensate and have somebody that we feel like would just fuck somebody up. I don't know. Like that just it doesn't
Do
make
you
sense to
do you
me.
think do you think maybe I mean somebody said it in the comments or whatever. Do you think like maybe daddy issues causes that or not having like a positive masculine role model around might cause that or like being raised in an environment like that where like your mother maybe it was like
Where like the father is not present or the mother had to be like that main parent.
or maybe or yeah maybe or maybe you saw your mother date men that are like that so that's what you feel like is what real masculinity is. Do you know what I mean?
I I won't say yes or no to that. I definitely feel like that could definitely add to it. I don't know. Like I feel like there's a reason and I feel like it dates back even farther than we would think it does, like mentally, and it's passed down through generations to where we have this mentality that like black men have to be like super overly masculine and have like this hard persona because if they don't, then they're not somebody that can protect you, can protect
I'll
black
tell
women.
you, I'll tell you right now is that there's nothing more attractive in a man than emotional intelligence. And
Absolutely.
some
Absolutely.
women will say that if a man is expressing his emotions or if he's telling you how he feels about you or whatever the case that makes him weak. I think that's beautiful.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
absolutely
so
Oh,
attractive, but
I'm
black
grateful
men
to
yeah.
don't
hear
see
that
it
there's
that
some sisters
way.
who feel that way, but
Yeah, but
unfortunately,
black
a
men
lot of
don't see it
sisters will
that
look at
way.
men like that and call and they will use those men opening up emotionally to them. They'll use it against that man when they get upset. Unfortunately,
But
not
do
saying
you
you
feel like
sisters do
that's
it.
due but do you feel like that's due to toxic masculinity or do you feel like that's due to femininity?
The femininity is never going to be the case of using a man's vulnerabilities that he opens up to you with as a weapon against him whenever you get upset. We can look at how the mental health of men in America, in particular black men's mental health in America, is seen as a form of entertainment and or comedy. We've seen multiple instances of this. Will Smith breaking down in tears after the whole August situation. It turned to a Turn into a meme. meme. Michael Jordan, turn into a meme.
Yeah.
Tyrese
I
crying over
mean,
not being turned seen into
yeah.
his
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
different things. All
Yeah,
these different things.
that's
It's
awful.
all, and so that's the issue. And now the whole issue of corny. I mean, the you got to keep in mind the type of people that are leveling this type of rhetoric about brothers. These are unhealed sisters. These are unhealed. I mean, they have
Right.
whatever is past trauma, past
Mhm.
whatever. But these sisters are unhealed, and unfortunately,
And you
they're
I'm sorry,
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
let you finish, but I really got a good point about that. Yeah, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so these are our unhealed sisters out here that are saying these things, and when we say unhealed, we're talking about the ones who are saying these things, and we could some brothers and sisters refer to these women as quote unquote hyenas, but these are technically just unhealed sisters that are out here just living in their chaotic truth and spreading this chaos around, and it's crazy because it's leading to our
Yeah.
culture being
Destroyed.
pretty much broken. I
Yeah.
mean, because
Yeah.
our love language pretty much has become toxicity. That's how
Yeah.
crazy it is in
Mm.
America. The culture is toxic, and there's no one, nothing, no human being, no animal, not even no organism can
Yeah.
survive in an environment that is toxic to
Even
it.
I've noticed as well that like even when there's women that are like, yo, those women shouldn't act like that. Those women should be a little bit more understanding or be a little
They
bit more
get tagged
feminine,
too.
whatever. They get attacked too. Those girls get called pick me's. Those girls get
Yeah,
called
pick me.
all kinds of
Yeah.
names or whatever, right? So it's like a crab in a barrel thing. It's like you try. It's like like there might be a woman who is like, yo, you know what? I might want a nerd, but then she goes and gets the nerd, and then all of her friends roast her for dating the nerd, or even the vice versa. Like you might see a guy who's just like, oh, like I don't want this whatever, like the party girl or the quote unquote bad bitch or whatever case may be, and then he goes and dates her, and then all his boys make fun of him, type thing, right? So it's a lot
But
of shit.
I
Yeah,
No,
feel
no,
like
it's a
the
no,
part
no.
of
it's
like
a
pick
Yeah.
me
two-sided
has been
coin.
like skewed though.
It
Science,
is a two-sided
And I
coin
science base,
because
science base. Say what
another
you wanted to
thing.
say about what Pharaoh was saying. Then I do need to give Ty opportunity to speak. Go ahead, science base.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So what I wanted to say is that I see this a lot when I see mothers raising their sons, especially the single moms raising their sons, because I have friends that
Mhm.
have sons, and they always say like, "Oh, no, I don't want him to cry because he's gonna be soft. No, no, he
Oh.
need to get up. I ain't giving him no hug. Stop crying. You ain't no girl."
Oh my
Stuff
God.
like that. And it's
No.
like you need to encourage your son to express himself. If he's crying, you need to comfort him. You're his mother. You cannot be his father. You are his mother. You should be nurturing. You should be loving toward him. You should be telling him that it's okay, giving him hugs, giving him kisses, and loving
Absolutely.
on him. You're his mother because you, as his mother, you're showing him how a woman is supposed to treat him. You're the first example of how a woman should treat a man. You're treating your son
ooh,
like
bars.
that's his first example.
But
So with you telling him stop crying, stop acting like a girl, you weak, boys don't cry. You're showing
I
him that that's how women are supposed to treat him. And I
yeah,
call my
absolutely
friends out
not.
on
Uh,
that all the time.
No,
I got to drop down
I
again,
have a
guys. So
son.
I just wanted to say thank you for letting me come back on, but I want to drop down. But I agree with you, Science
Mhm.
Bay. And one final 10-second thing I'm gonna say is, mothers are the first loves of us men, and if you see the way we've been treated by our mothers, and you understand that's why we're making
Mhm.
the choices in women that is detrimental to us and our society. But then again, I say once again, thank you for bringing me on. I hope you all have a great day. Remember, there's no peace in separation. There's only peace in unity. This is the true symbol of
Amen.
Hey,
peace.
Pharaoh, where
This is
you
the
at?
symbol of victory after
Pharaoh,
war. Huh?
where you at?
Huh?
Where you at?
Oh, I'm in Pattaya, Thailand.
Oh, you in Thailand? Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Where
I've
you
been living here since
go on vacation or you live out there?
I live out here. My rent, utilities, Wi-Fi, cell phone service, motorbike rental, and gas for the motorbike a month combined to live in this beautiful resort is a grand total of $499 a month.
Hell
What?
yeah.
Okay, Ty.
Yeah,
How long you been living there?
I've been here. I've been in this condo since the end of August, but I've been in Thailand since the mid July.
Are you
Hell yeah.
passport, bro? Pharaoh.
I, I,
Passport
I,
bros.
I, I technically am a expat, but I do fellowship with the Passport Bros because I understand we're getting here. We're starting businesses. We're fellowshipping with one another, uplifting one another. Now, there are a segment of the Passport Bros that are trolls that like to go, that just like in the divestment movement, there are trolls that were running down black men on their way out the door. There are brothers that do that too. We call them Passport Boys. and they're not part of the true brotherhood. We'll hang out with them, but when it's time for us to make moves, like when we're in the bar, they're down there flirting with the girls, this, that, and the other. We're upstairs sitting in the VIP section talking about collective investment in different businesses, ventures we could be able to take hold in. So we separate ourselves from them, but when shit hits the fan, we got each other's
Do you
back.
do you do you work out there? So you work out there, or you work remotely?
No, I'm a 100% disabled military veteran,
Oh
so
wow,
I
wow,
live.
wow. Okay, that's dope.
Yeah. But
Hey,
anyway, guys, I
nice talking,
appreciate you.
yeah, nice talking to you, Pharaoh. You have a good one, brother.
You too.
All right, bet.